I hope you all like that custom thumbnail that I made where I'm giving a thumbs up. Thumbs down, I mean. As you all know, I don't like to make critical videos if I don't have to. I don't like to talk bad about people. I don't like to talk bad about anybody or anything. But sometimes, for the world, the good of the world, I absolutely have to. And this is one of those cases. Imagine Dragons. You've probably heard of this band. They're all over the radio. They're nothing but pop garbage. Their songs are meaningless. They pander to a certain crowd, and these people absolutely eat it up. They don't realize that they're listening to something that's absolutely meaningless, a stupid sing-song chant that means nothing. Now, I look up a picture of the Imagine Dragons singer, and all I can find, I was forced to draw him without his shirt on. His name's Dan Reynolds, that's the singer's name. But I was forced to draw him without his shirt on because when you Google the Imagine Dragons singer, that's pretty much all that shows up. So I guess he's paying Google to show him with his shirt off because he thinks he's cool and he thinks people are gonna think he's strong and tough or something like that. But if you look him up and you see, you can tell he kind of has the impression of abs a little bit, but it's not. If you look at the pictures, they're not very well defined. So he's not as buff as he thinks he is, I'll tell you that much. But let's get into their music. These guys, you look at their most popular songs. Go ahead and go to their YouTube channel. I challenge each and every one of you, if you want to try to debunk the harsh truth that I present, go to their YouTube channel. Their most viewed songs are all one word titles. You have Believer. What a generic title for a song. You have Thunder. You have Demons. And then you have Radioactive. These guys don't have a creative bone in their body. They can't even think of titles that are more than one word long. That's elementary stuff. And I look at the song Radioactive, that's their biggest hit. It was always played on the radio. But when I hear this song, it's I don't like it one bit. I think of the friends that I have in Japan that lived through the Great Bombing, and I think of how upset they probably are hearing this song, and I honestly almost start crying. Because these Imagine Dragon guys have never lived through a nuclear bombing. They don't know anything about radioactivity, but here they go making a song because they know it'll be catchy. They know people gravitate toward apocalyptic imagery, so they make this song to make a quick buck, and they could care less about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But you listen to the lyrics of the songs. I'm telling you, there's no meaning in any of their songs at all. There's no deeper meaning to be found. It's all shallow. You can even look up Imagine Dragon reviews, and even people that review songs that aren't necessarily the greatest reviewers, even they say that it's shallow nonsense, all of their songs. And I was listening to Thunder. One of the I wrote it down. One of the lyrics caught my eye. They say, kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Now, if you really think about that, it's basically what they're saying, that their music has no emotion, no laughter, no emotion, and they're scheming, making commercial pop nonsense to make money off of the masses. That's what that lyric says when you distill it. Are these guys so arrogant that they would so openly admit that in their lyrics? Wow, these guys have no heart. Dan Reynolds, the singer of Imagine Dragons, I'll tell you once again, I don't think you're strong. And if you think you're looking in this picture I found of you, if you think that you look like you're conveying emotion by putting your skinny, weak hand on your heart, I don't buy it. And after this video gets spread all across the net, no one else is gonna buy it either. You've got some explaining to do, buddy. And then one of the things that really makes me the most angry of just about anything is just the name of their band, Imagine Dragons. Where I come from, dragons are noble creatures. They're not to be used in a song name. They're not to be used in such a trivial manner as a band name. Imagine Dragons has nothing in common with the dragon. So when you are trying to make me conjure up images of the noble beast, the dragon, that people from all throughout history have tried to combat, have written stories about, are these fantastic creatures that everybody aspires to be more like, and you want to use their name in your band name, you honestly deserve to be in prison, or you deserve some type of very massive punishment for so trivializing the dragon's good name. In fact, when I hear this band and I hear their so-called music, I don't imagine dragons. I imagine, after I've just eaten a burger and a french fry, and I discard the wrappers into the trash, and the trash is full. That's what I imagine. I imagine trash. I don't imagine dragons. I imagine trash. And if you got a problem with that, Dan Reynolds, why don't you pay Google to put a couple more shirtless pics of you up on the net? Because I'll go to each and every one of them and I'll dislike them, and maybe I'll even Photoshop a few of them and make it look like you've got stickers on your chest or something like that, so people will start questioning how grown up and mature you are. Because I don't think you're mature. I don't think that you've ever had a really mature creative insight in your life. And I hate the fact that you and your bandmates make a living out of basically brainwashing the masses with meaningless music. When I turn on the radio, I want to hear something that makes me think. I want to hear something that has real emotion in it. I don't want to hear somebody saying whoa, oh, oh 19 times and talking about thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning. We get it, Dan. You've seen a rainstorm before. You've seen a thunderstorm before. Wow, you're so smart. You can watch a thunderstorm and then put the two words thunder and lightning into a song over and over again. Wow. Do you think that you deserve some sort of award for that? No. I likely will not rest until your album sales are revoked, your platinum status is revoked. I just don't want you on the radio. I don't want you recognized in any way. You and your bandmates, I really don't. I don't like to insult people based on their appearance when I don't have to, but I don't like the way you and your bandmates look, Dan. I think you look like a ragtag bunch of miscreants that really belong with my McDonald's fry wrapper and burger wrapper in the trash. And if you have a problem with that, Dan, why don't you pay Google to put a few more shirtless pics of you up on the net, and maybe I'll find them. maybe I'll find a few of those shirtless pics that you have scattered all over the net. Maybe I'll find a few of them. I'll print them off and I'll send them out to, thousands of people. Send them out in a chain email, but I'll have words written on your chest that instead of you having a chest without a tattoo on it, you're going to have a chest with a tattoo that says, "I'm a complete and total failure."